Hello everyone. So a little diversion from Ukraine to Aleppo here. Rather than do the usual and look at the advance of the rebels which is covered everywhere, I figured I'd do something different and instead do a video looking at something which I think everybody enjoys seeing, the booty. So this video is going to have a look at a selection of a ridiculous amount of vehicles and equipment left by Assad's forces and now captured by the rebels. This was all compiled by a Twitter user called El Mustek, who I've linked to in the description. This first video which has been playing shows a pair of rather decrepit looking T-55 tanks abandoned in a warehouse. I expect everything captured here which we're going to see will be put back into service with the rebel forces. Here, a video and a series of photos showing captured howitzers. Now, I've no idea of the exact types here, but this area here was reported a D30, a M101, an M30 and the M46 howitzer listed among the spoils. An interesting little video here showing a BMP-1 abandoned in what looks to be an underpass. Its back doors are open as we can see when we walk around it. This looks like it was abandoned in a bit of a hurry. It looks to be in decent condition too, at least as decent as you'd expect a Syrian BMP to be. Another BMP-1, just a photo available of this one. Again, looks like it was hastily abandoned. We are getting a bit of a picture here that many of these vehicles were just abandoned in haste. This one, a BRDM2 with a very unusual camouflage scheme. I like the paint colour, looks like a toddler got its hands on it. We can see no damage to it, it's just left there at the side of a road. Another tank captured here, T-72 abandoned in a sort of garage at presumably a base. And another T-55 makes an appearance here. This one, looking very worn and torn. No clear signs of damage caused by combat here again. Could just be because this is an ancient tank and not maintained or looked after properly. It should be sat in front of a TV watching Dicko's Real Deal with a cup of Bovril, not engaged in a war. Another BMP makes an appearance here. This is our third BMP-1 so far. This one abandoned in a sort of garage at presumably an abandoned base. And here, a pair of very miserable looking T-55s. These ones reportedly to have North Korean laser rangefinders. Again, just abandoned along the side of a road. One I think you'll find interesting here. This is my favourite so far. This is a M1939-61K anti-aircraft platform making an appearance. This is ancient. These actually entered service during World War II. So pretty cool to see one of these still knocking about. Not sure what this one is here. An unknown armoured fighter vehicle of some kind abandoned at a base. And another BMP-1 makes an appearance here. The rebels, as you can see, seem to have captured a lot of these. The first appearance here of a GAZ-66 Jeep abandoned in a base. And surprise, surprise, another BMP-1. This one has its engine compartment up, so maybe this one broke down. Here's a pretty cool capture. So this shows a Shilka self-propelled AA gun and a T-72 abandoned. The T-72's crew here actually looks like they did put up some kind of resistance, given its location at the side of a road near a knocked down wall. The Shilka, it's hard to tell. It's deployed in a courtyard, but its barrels are lowered. No signs of damage on the Shilka itself. The Zu-23-2 is shown here, mounted on the back of a pickup truck. That's a very common modification of these pickups to put a Zu-23-2 on top of them. And another T-55 is seen here. So we're seeing a lot of these captured. This one, abandoned at a base. They didn't even take the cover off it before just abandoning it here. And again, another T-72 makes an appearance, abandoned by the side of the road. This one looks like it's in pretty decent condition. And once again, no signs of damage. So the vehicles which we're seeing here, while some of them are a bit battered, none of them show signs of combat damage. They're all just abandoned. It seems the government forces here just fled immediately, without even trying to defend Aleppo. In the list of vehicle losses which I've seen, the vast majority of them are captured. We only have a very small handful of destroyed ones. One is shown here. So this shows the remains of a Mi-8 or Mi-17 helicopter that was hit by a drone at the airport. So the rebels pulling a page out of Ukraine's book with this one. The Syrian government pulled a page out of Russia's book and claimed all drones were intercepted and only debris hit the airfield. Debris that miraculously landed on the target. A few more captured vehicles here, some quite interesting ones. These photos show a pair of Vozdika self-propelled howitzers which were abandoned. Again, sporting that pretty nifty camouflage scheme which I like. And a video here showing a third Vosdyker captured. This one at a different location. The third Vosdyker so far. So all of these really are only the tip of the iceberg. It's a small glance at some of the many vehicles captured in Aleppo so far. All of them are Syrian army vehicles. No confirmed Russian army vehicles captured yet. Russia does have a military presence in Aleppo, but I don't think it's a huge one. I think more light special forces with SUV type vehicles rather than heavy armour. Or rather, should I say, they had a presence in Aleppo. I doubt they have anymore. So, that's it for this video. A little breakaway from Ukraine here, but a reminder really of the scores of vehicles which Ukraine collected after the successful Kharkiv counteroffensive. Getting pretty similar vibes with this one. I always enjoy having a look at captured vehicles and the spoils of war, and there are many more not shown in this video. Frankly, I just couldn't be asked to go through them all in the video, so I've just thought I'd do a small collection. But it is a nice solid collection. Some interesting vehicle types captured, and most interestingly, most of them appear to have been captured without a fight. Now, that's it for this video, but before I finish, I'm going to play a video from the Ukraine Volunteer Centre about the ongoing fundraiser. Thanks so much for watching, and take care everybody.
Good afternoon, greetings from the Ukrainian Volunteer Center. These are the shot glasses we will raffle off among those who donated from $100 to Warrior Ilya. And also he will raffle an empty tube from RPG-18 for the biggest donation, and now it's $250. Why we did decide to help him? Because we are close to the subject. Veterans who have lost everything and are trying to get back on their feet are very important now and in the future. We have known many of you for almost 2 years now, and many of your comments on donations and on YouTube really lift the morale for our fighters and those who help them. I think this former soldier deserves a chance for a good future after all. I'm asking you for the next 2 or 3 months to help us even more, as it's going to be insanely hard, because with Trump's victory the Russian soldiers are now stepping up. But together with you we will be able to endure and return home to our families. Together with you our veterans will have a chance for a brightness future. Thank you for your support. With love from Ukraine.